Good afternoon, actually, today for the first time. The irony of that is, today we're going to be talking about getting up early in the morning. Yeah, but my excuse is it is Saturday. So we're going to talk a little bit about getting up early in the morning. I think this is probably going to be video one in a kind of maybe 2-3 video sequence again. And the reason that I think this is such an important episode is because without any exaggeration, if you were to ask me what has made the number one difference to my not only working life, but also my personal life, it would be the fact that I have become a black belt at getting up early in the morning. As I mentioned a couple of videos ago, Monday to Friday, well, slight exaggeration. Let's go Tuesday to Friday. Monday can be a stretch after you've had a bottle of red wine on a Sunday. But Tuesday to Friday, I think nothing of bouncing out of bed at 4 or 5 in the morning, okay? And it hasn't always been that way. That's number one thing I want to say. I'm not sitting here and telling you that as of tomorrow you should be getting up at 4 in the morning and your world will be much better. That's not the case. This works a little bit like going to the gym, riding it out, yeah, getting through that pain barrier, keeping that consistency up, and then 6 weeks down the road, you start to see the results, okay? Once that happens, the game changes. You could also use this example maybe with learning to cook. Learning to cook is something you might want to do. The moment someone sits, eats your food and tells you it's amazing, the game changes. And getting up early is absolutely no different, in my experience, okay? So I think what I want to do, because I think I'll probably run out of time if I start to go on about, the whys and the whats and the hows you can get up early. I just want to almost let that concept of getting up earlier set in, right? Because then tomorrow, what I intend to talk about is what are you doing when you get up in the morning? Because, I'm not just saying get up early so then you can kind of sit and watch an extra 45 minutes of the news, or you can have an extra round of toast, or you can just kind of, I don't know. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You need to be using that time productively. And the only way to use that time productively is to know exactly what it is you're doing in the morning. And I've developed a bit of a system which works wonders for me, which not only allows me to kind of bounce out of bed because I know what tasks need to be done, but it has also made an enormous difference to how I operate in my 9 to 5, in the office, kind of doing what I do for a living. It has literally transformed the way I am able to do that, and it will for you too. Especially if you are a tradesman, which I know the vast majority of you guys are. This model lends itself so perfectly to a tradesman, because you have your day job, your hands-on job, yeah, the garden lighting that you're installing, or the rewire of the house that you're getting done. But then whilst you're doing that, you're getting bombarded with a lot of other things which then start to cloud your vision and actually have a detrimental effect on how effective and how actually good you are on the day job. So that's the theory behind it, okay? This isn't just a sweeping statement. I know this is going to be actually probably in the early days very, very difficult for a number of people to do, because like I said, I used to be the same. I used to be the same, and I'm certainly not trying to preach about it in any way, shape or form. But the reason I have to talk about it, and the reason I have to plant this seed, is because the difference and the impact it will have on your life in general is phenomenal. You'll become a calmer person. You'll enjoy your family life more. You'll become better at your job. And again, we've talked about a lot of contradictions. You know, like planning for the worst makes you positive. Having structure in your life makes you less robotic. Okay, as an individual. And here's one, which is a bit of a curveball, but see, getting up earlier in the morning, it gives you more energy. It allows you to be excited, and it allows you to form a much better connection with what you're trying to do in your day to day. Okay, so I'm going to leave today's video there. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about what I think we need to be doing in the morning. And then the following day, I'm going to talk about a couple of techniques that help me get out of bed, basically. Yeah, so, you know, when you're lying there, your alarm's gone off, you know you should be getting up, and yeah, an hour goes by and you're back to square one. In fact, the only thing you've achieved is that your missus has given you a good bollocking because your alarm went off, it woke her up and she couldn't get back to sleep, okay? So today, I just want you to think about the idea of potentially, you know, becoming comfortable with getting up early in the morning, and then hopefully the next 2 days, I'll talk about maybe a little bit of an easier route to achieve that. So I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Thank you.